Welcome back to the Joyful Family, guys. My name's Kimberly.
I'm Holden.
And this is Summer. She can stay there if she wants. We are going to be talking about our first impressions of each other. Basically just how we first met. And, you're distracting me. Basically just how we first met and how we began to like each other. So I guess I'll go first, or I'll tell my first impression first. So basically, we were in high school together. He was a senior, I was a freshman. And we had like different sections in our school where it went like freshmen hung over here, the seniors hung out over there. Like it was really stupid, but we all had different sections. So basically the only reason why, so he knew my friend. And the only reason why he knew my friend was because he took a class with her.
Yeah, but I wasn't just some dummy.
Yeah, he wasn't some dummy.
I went to a private school. I went to a different school before I went to that school. In order to graduate at the new school, I had to take a class that I hadn't taken at the old school. So I had to take a class with some freshmen.
Yeah, so basically that's the only reason why he knew my friend, which was like really, you know, got a man out of it. So basically my first impression of him was he came over to our freshman area, you know, obviously. He's obvious, he's a senior, he's really hot. So no, but my first impression was annoying because all these girls were like, oh my god, Holden. And my friend Michelle was like, Holden, over here. And I was just like, what? I was like, what's up with this guy? Like, he's so, like, everybody wanted him. And I was just kind of like, I was just annoyed because I was like, I didn't even look at him really. I was just like, ew. Like, I was annoyed. And like, I remember like, everybody, like I remember he was friends with this one girl and he actually asked her to go to prom with him. And I remember being kind of annoyed at that, but I didn't know why. I don't know. It
was like, we were just, she was like a little sister to me. It wasn't like a,
yeah, it wasn't
like a dating thing. There's nothing to be jealous
about. Yeah, but
about.
even like when I was a freshman, I barely knew this guy. I was like annoyed for some reason. But you can tell them about your first impression of me. Yeah,
I kind of thought a little bit of the same thing. Thought you were this little hot shot blondie.
That's rude.
Like, oh, I'm a cool little fashion diva.
But do you remember when you first saw me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
At school or what?
Yeah. She also had a little trail of men who'd follow her around.
Yeah.
Herself. So
freshman year was a little crazy for me. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So I just thought, oh, could never get her to look twice at me.
That's not true.
Thought she was some little
pop. Maybe it was because of my first impression of him, but that's probably why I didn't really pay attention.
Yeah. Like, I got interested in him, and I was like, hey, you want food? And then we hung out at the mall, but you deny it.
Yeah, he says we hung out at the mall.
We hung out at the mall, and the whole time I tried to talk to her, and she was obsessed with some guy who, in her contacts, his name was Alex Big Bagak. And
yeah, that's what he put it in my phone as. This guy.
Well, I didn't have that information. She's like, "Where's Alex Big Bagak?" Like freaking out. I guess he like went missing or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Hey, Kimberly, what's going on?" And she's like, "Alex."
I don't know.
Where's Alex? But they never just called him Alex. They always called him Alex Big Bagak. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I was ever into that guy. It was a weird phase in my life. But yeah, he says we went to the mall together, and I don't even remember that. Like, I feel like it was a lie.
Definitely happened.
Yeah, whatever. So, basically, so the Halloween party happened next, right?
Yeah, so we started hanging out. I was unemployed. We were playing Monops.
Oh yeah, we did hang out. We actually did hang out a few times. Like, actually, I think that was just one or twice, maybe. So we went to the mall once, don't remember that one. And then we played Monopoly when I was like a junior or something like that, right?
Yeah. And but then I also came out and hung out with you and your friend at the time. We played Monopoly again. Remember hanging out in your room, and that's how we decided to work at Chipotle?
No, we didn't play Monopoly. We were in the hot tub.
No, I was laying on the floor of your bedroom.
Yeah, I know, I remember.
Yeah, we played Monop.
No, that was with Michael.
No, but we also played Monop that time too.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh man, we were obsessed with Monop. I don't remember that, but So yeah, basically he came over a few times, and I remember thinking, I was like, oh, pretty cool. I was like having some senior boys over. But, or like, no, you were actually in college. So I was like, oh, having some college boys over, you know? But I don't know why, I just didn't.
And then we drove around
really.
before the Halloween, like I have that, we drove around in the Bug.
Oh yeah, we did drive, yeah, we hung
We
out
were
a few
singing a
times.
Russ.
So yeah, like
That was like before we decided to do that.
So yeah, basically he started hanging, like there was like a period of time where he didn't hang out with my friend because he got a little girlfriend. So he didn't have time for my friend apparently. Anyway, so then after they broke up, he started talking to my friend again, and that's when we were actually really started hanging out. He came over to my work, and I remember that was like my second impression of him, and I remember thinking, I was like, man, this guy's really funny.
Well, that's when I was trying to set you up with my friend.
Yeah, he was trying to set me up with his friend, and that's literally why he came to BR. That's a little weird, but and wait, was that?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I liked you, but you were also. That's why I set you up with my friend, because I was too scared to ask you out myself. But you were also obsessed with another guy at this time.
I was? Who? Oh.
The man of three names.
Don't want anyone to know.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Well, once again, Kimberly was all obsessed with some man.
I was the weirdest
Non-stop talking about him.
I was single for almost my entire high school life. I had a serious boyfriend in middle school, kinda. And then I never dated anybody because I was like, I'm just really picky. But then I would be obsessed with like certain guys, and that would be like my crush for like 3 years. Like, I don't know.
3 years.
Yeah, no, literally. I'm not kidding. I'd have crushes for like a long time. And I would like barely talk to them. And I was just like, don't really see it going anywhere, but like, you're cute, you know? Anyways.
Yeah, so we
wait.
went through that, and then there was the Halloween party.
Yeah, so you can say that.
Well, Kimberly was dressed as what she would describe as a bunny, and what I would describe as maybe a stripper. Fishnets and all. It was a very sexy costume.
Yeah.
You know, grabbed my attention.
For my senior year, I wanted to, it was like my own little Halloween party, you know, I wanted to dress up like how they do in Mean Girls, so that's literally how I dressed up, like.
And then I showed up thinking I was looking hecka bomb in an even sexier costume.
And I thought the opposite.
Who was I?
I don't know. Somebody in Star
Anakin
Wars.
Skywalker. I had the scar and everything. I looked awesome. And then the whole time she was like, to her friend, she's like, "Hey, your friend's a freak. Look at him." And then Kimberly was all bopping around, and I freaking turned on my lightsaber, and she's like, "Oh, you're such a dork. You know, lightsaber.
I was going crazy that
Ding,
night.
ding, da, boing, boing." You know, like you're making little alien noises at it. Like, I was like, what the heck?
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically when he came over to that Halloween party, I was like, oh. I was like, this guy's a freak.
And I was like, oh.
And then
Guess she doesn't have room for Star Wars men in her life.
yeah. I didn't
work
really
out.
watch Star Wars, so I wasn't, I don't know. But yeah, so basically I thought he was a freak at one point, thought he was too cool at one point, and then I was like, oh, this guy's really
Went from
funny.
too cool to a big dork.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, this guy's really funny, like, really like him, maybe. So then anyway, so he came over again after the Halloween. We hung out a few times, like just driving around and stuff, because Michelle was like, oh my god, let's hang out. And I was like, fine, like whatever, maybe he's not that weird. Just kidding. And then, so we hung out a few times, and then finally we hung out, and he was like, oh, I need a job. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna start working at Chipotle, like with my sister. She was like one of the bosses there. And so my sister basically got us both a job at Chipotle, which she deeply regrets, because
Well, I don't know. I needed help getting a job at Chipotle. But yeah, it was nice.
What, you're faking?
Oh, you're like, she got us a job. I mean, like, didn't know I needed help to get hired at Chipotle.
Yeah, you
like,
do.
it's hard to get hired at Chipotle.
Yeah, we do. Anyways, so, what was I talking about?
We got a job at Chipotle.
Oh, there's something specific, but whatever. So, yeah, we started working
Cleaning the dishes.
No, but I can talk about that now,
Oh.
I guess. So yeah, basically we started working at Chipotle together. This is when it, you know, started getting
You asked me.
Shut up! We'll
No,
not
we
get to
had
that point yet.
No, we had the orientation, like the
Oh.
little training thing, and you asked me to go with you at the same time.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to go by myself.
Oh.
Anyways.
Clearly.
No, I didn't have any interest for him at this point. I barely knew him.
Don't believe
Why are you
it.
putting
I had an itch.
Oh. Anyway, so basically we started working there together, and I remember being like I wanted to hang out with him even after work. Like I'd be like, oh, let's like do something, you know, like, and I remember being like, why do I want to hang out with this guy? Like because I'm not usually like that. Like I usually like don't like to hang out with guys that much unless I like them, obviously. Or like if I hang out with them just for a short period of time. But I worked with this guy and then I wanted to hang out with him after. So I was like, that's kind of weird. But I didn't like think much of it at the time. And then so like basically the job sucked. I did the dishes and he was on the grill, right?
Mm-hmm. Awful.
Yeah. So our jobs kind of intertwined with each other. If you worked at Chipotle, you kind of know that. So he would always come back there, and like it was kind of like a small space. And I remember being like, I don't know, there was this one time where I was like, oh my god, like he's so close to me. I remember being
You had to like brush up against
yeah,
people to get to
yeah.
the
And I remember
dishes.
being like, oh my god. Like I literally got a bunch of goosebumps, and I was like, hey, you definitely like him. Like, but what was like your point of view with that? Like, were you liking me? Like, what was
Well, yeah, because I'd text you and then I'd throw my phone in the other room, afraid you weren't going to respond, and then I'd come back hours later hoping that there'd be a message on the lock screen.
Yeah.
Or I'd like turn my phone off and then turn it back on 15 minutes later.
Yeah. So like basically that's where it all started. And then oh yeah, he would also call me this really cute name. What'd you call me?
A little shorty.
Yeah, he would always call me Little Shorty, and I'd literally get a bunch of goosebumps every time. I'd be like, wow. I'm like, I've never had anybody call me that. It's really cute. Should we get into our first date in this one, or what should we do?
Yeah.
Do you think, how long has it been? 12 minutes? Is that what that says?
Maybe. Well, anyhow.
I guess.
I mean, other first impressions, I remember I was in love with your baby hairs. It was like your trademark.
Yeah. So basically it was my baby hairs, and then...
Yeah, your baby hairs and your scooping ice cream skills.
Stop!
I mean, I was in it, I can admit now, I was in it for the free daiquiri ice at first.
No, it's not. I mean,
All you can eat, free daiquiri ice.
yeah, he likes
Who could
the
turn that
worst
on?
flavor at BR. Like, nobody likes that.
Everybody likes daiquiri ice, that's why it's a flavor. It's one of the core flavors.
No.
It's a BR Bright Choice.
Ew. Daiquiri ice.
Dairy free.
Guys, daiquiri ice literally tastes like medicine. Like, it's gross. And
It's the kind of thing you either love it or you hate it.
yeah,
And
that
I
is
love
true. Everybody who tries it, they either hate it or they love it. But, like, he can literally eat quarts and quarts of it. Like, if I brought him home something, he'd want more of it. I was like, dude, it's not that good.
It's amazing. It's no black walnut.
It's not good at all. Okay,
Black
yeah.
walnut.
Black.
Black.
People probably don't even know what we're talking about.
No, listen to me. Go to Baskin Robbins. Get some daiquiri. Well, no, don't get the daiquiri ice first. Try the black walnut. Black walnut tastes like what an old lady's house smells like. It's like awful.
It does. Like, the aftertaste is really bad. Like,
It's like-
you'll like try it at first and it'll be
Ugh.
fine, and then like you'll
But then you can wash it down with some daiquiri ice, and you're like, now
no,
this
that'd make it worse.
is good.
Gross. No, disagree. But anyways, I guess we'll get into our first date.
Yeah.
So basically we started, or it wasn't even our first date. Okay, so you know how I was like saying, I was like, yeah, I remember being like, I really like this guy, and I was like, I wasn't sure if I liked him or not, and then I was like, okay, I definitely like him. Well, this is especially, when this happened, I especially knew that, because we were planning on going to the drive-thru, and we were planning to go with,
Not the
like,
drive-through. That's not. We weren't planning to go to a fast food restaurant. We
What?
drive in.
oh, I didn't even realize.
Drive-through.
I was like, what?
We were so excited to go to the drive-thru. Usually we go in order.
No. The drive.
We were supposed to go as a
drive-in.
group to the drive-in movie theater. But the other people couldn't go, and I was like, oh,
No.
because I don't really wanted to hang out with her.
Yeah, and I was the one who was like, maybe we should just go, like, by
And
ourselves.
I was like, whoa. Did didn't see that coming.
Yeah, so basically it was all shocked.
I was like, you don't want to go? And she was like, oh yeah, definitely.
Guys.
Not going was never an option.
And what's so funny about this was my dream first date, like ever since I was like a teenager, has been the drive-in. Like I was like, man, the drive-in would be such an amazing date to go on, blah, blah, blah. And then come to find out, that's my first date with my husband. Like, that's so crazy. But anyway, so we go to the drive-in and, you know, pretty excited. I was like, I'm pretty sure I like him. I don't know why I was so dumb with this. Like, I couldn't tell or something. I don't know.
I thought she cuddled with all her guy friends. So
okay, yeah.
I didn't think anything of it.
Well, we haven't gotten to that point. Okay.
At the drive-in.
Yeah, at the drive-in, we started cuddling.
Like, even if it had ended there, like...
I made the first...
Well, even after the extra
I made the first move. Let's just make that clear.
People get cold. It was cold. We were in the back of a truck. I was like, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
For some reason, our dumb camera stopped recording. I don't know what's wrong with it. Anyways, so yeah, what were we saying?
Cuddling at the drive-in.
Yeah, so we were so basically Holden didn't think much of it. I was like, okay, like he definitely likes me, I like him, whatever. So then I go into work, and remember how I said my sister was like the boss there? So like I go to her and she's like, Kim.
You didn't tell her what happened after.
What? Oh yeah, and then he like stayed at my house until 3 in the morning. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We cuddled again.
Yeah, and then we cuddled again.
Well, like maybe every guy hangs out with her gets to do this. I don't know.
You're so mean. I'm not a whore.
Well, cuddling isn't whorish.
I think it is. Anyways, I guess not. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so I go into work. My sister's like, Kim, and I'm like, what? And she's like, Holden told me something, but you have to promise me you won't tell him.
She promised me she wouldn't tell you, so promises me nothing.
She's my sister, you know. Obviously, she's gonna
tell me. I knew that, but I was like, bet. Do not say anything to her.
Yeah. So,
or I will run away.
So basically, you said that you liked me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, so she was like, Holden, she was like, Holden likes you. And I was like, I know. Like, what? I was like, what are you telling me? I already know that. She's like, you know? And I was like, yes, I know, Beth. And I was like, we literally cuddled at the drive-in last night, or a few nights ago. And I was like, obviously, like, I know he likes me. Like, and then she was like, oh my God. She was like, he's acting like you don't like him. She was like, he's acting like you literally just cuddle with anybody. And I'm like, oh my God, he's so dumb. I was like, this bro's stupid. I was like, yes, I like him. And she was like, oh my God. And she was like all excited. But yeah, basically that was like our first date. And then it got, what else happened? After that, I don't even remember.
We went to the beach.
Well, yeah, we went on our first, like, where he asked me to be his girlfriend. And that he took me to this really nice beach I've never been to before. And he got me Thai House, which is like my favorite restaurant at the time, especially. And he got it to go, and I was like, oh my God. And I remember being nervous because I was like,
raspberries and fruit.
Yeah. And
for a picnic.
Yeah. And I remember being really nervous because I was like, okay, he's definitely gonna ask me to be his girlfriend, like, and this is like serious. Like, I was a senior, like, and something about me was like, I always wanted to marry young. I always wanted to find my husband young. And obviously, like, no. Oh my God, I forgot an important part of this. One time we were driving, oh yeah, oh my God.
Yeah, we forgot about the car chase and the police.
What? No, I don't know what he's talking about. Okay, no. So we used to like drive around all the time, you know, just as friends, you know, just as friends. And I remember he was like telling a funny joke or something. My number one thing was I wanted my husband to be funny. That was my number one thing. That's what I wanted in somebody. So when he was telling a joke, I remember thinking in my head, I was like, man, I love him. I was like, this is gonna be my man. Like, this is gonna be the guy I marry. So when he asked me to be his girlfriend, I remember being like, oh my God, this is gonna get real. I was like, and I just, like, without even thinking, I just said yes when he asked me. And he was so nervous, huh?
Yeah, I was like shaking.
Yeah, he was very
But we were cuddling in the blankets. So,
Yeah, it was very...
And again, I was like, I don't know, this is a good sign.
What? What was a good sign?
So I was like, oh, do you want to cuddle in the book?
Oh, he still didn't think I liked him?
Out of nerve.
Yeah. Anyway, so he asked me to be his girlfriend. I was like, yeah. And then we go to his house, and like we did, like his whole family was gone. I think I don't know where they were, at the casino or something. And basically we were like in his room, and I think I was about to leave. I don't remember what was happening, or we were just freaking out that we were together or whatever. I don't know. And then all of a sudden we hear the garage open, and Holden like he like paused and he was like, and I was like, are you okay? And he was like, my parents are home. And I was like, okay, like what's the big deal, you know? And like I was
Take some getting used to.
Yeah, so well, like I didn't know if I was gonna meet them. You know, some parents like they're not, like they don't care that much, like they just like go upstairs, whatever. Like I didn't think I was gonna meet them. But anyways, and then he turns at me and he's like, do you want to meet my parents? And I was like, I mean, like, sure, if you like, that's what you want me to do, you know? Like, sure. And he was a nervous wreck. So we go, like, you would think I would be more nervous. No, this bro was more nervous than me. And we go up there, and I don't even know if he talked. I think I was like, hi guys, I'm Kimberly. I think he was literally just dead silent. And I like walked up there, and they were just all staring at me like, who are you? And his dad is so funny, because he was like, is that your natural hair color? Like,
yeah,
he literally asked me if I was like a true blonde. All right, so
bye, joyful family.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like, you know, show us some love. We love you guys. Bye.
So does Summer.
Yes, Summer loves you guys too.